Are you looking for a great lens for sports or wildlife photography, or just a really great telephoto zoom lens at an affordable price? Well, don't go anywhere, I've got the perfect lens for you coming up. Hello and welcome to Jeeves Tried This. Today I want to show you a lens that has got some of the bigger brands quaking in their boots. This is the 150 to 600 sports lens from Sigma. Now this is quite a heavy lens, weighing in at 6.3 pounds, and after a few hours of using it, it can get quite heavy. However, it is made from aluminium, so you've got dustproof, splashproof. The front and rear lenses are water and oil repellent, so you can use it in the most difficult conditions, and you've got a trusty, heavy, reliable lens. Now the focusing distance on this is 260 centimeters, so you can get quite close to your subject, even though you are using a telephoto lens. Now, there's two ways that you can go through the focal lengths. You can either twist the focal ring, or you can push and pull. So it's quite a versatile lens. Now when it comes to focusing using this lens, you've got three options that you can choose from just by using the focusing switch. You've got your autofocus, your manual override, and then your manual focus. So when in autofocus, you quickly realise that this is Sigma's flagship lens, because as soon as you press that shutter button halfway down to get your focus, the hypersonic motor cuts in. You get a quicker, you get a faster response on your focusing system. And with its optimised stabilisation, you can even hold this handheld and still get sharp shots. So you have got a lock switch just here on the lens, and you can lock the lens to prevent lens creep. However, Sigma's been quite clever with this, because sometimes if you've got your lens locked and you do accidentally drop it, you're gonna get that, which is gonna break the switch inside. Sigma's fitted a quick release switch, so you can lock it, say at 180, and you won't get lens creep. However, if you then forget it's in lock, it will just quickly release and it won't break any parts inside. How clever is that? Now, also on this lens, you've got a series of switches. Now, the top switch is your focusing switch, which I went through earlier. So you've got your autofocus, your manual override, and your manual focus. The next switch down is for your focusing distance. So you can either go from 2.6 to 10 meters, you can go from 10 meters to infinity, or full on. The third switch is your stabilization switch. Now you can either have that on off, so if you're on a tripod, turn it off. You can have it on mode 1, so mode 1 is for general handheld use, and then you've got mode 2, which is more for sort of panning. So if you're doing sports, if you're photographing like motor shows, or like the Formula 1, stuff like that, put it on mode 2, and then that will help you with your panning. And then the last switch down at the bottom is your custom switch. Now you've got three sections that you can have it off. You can have it on C1 or C2. Now the C1 and C2, you really need to set this up using your USB dock, which I'll go into in my next video. So they're your three switches on the side. You've got also a very, very strong tripod mount. I mean, that is really sturdy. And with that, you can hear it lock into position, which is a fantastic design for Sigma. So the lens hood is also made from aluminium, so you know that the front of your lens has got perfect protection should you drop it, should it start to rain, even though it's splash proof and you've got water resistant coatings on the front and back elements. But this lens is very protected. Yeah, it is a big lens, but it's a fantastic price. I mean, they're selling these, when I bought this it was £1,800. They've now gone down to about £1,600. I think you can get them for about £1,500 in other places, but this is definitely worth the money if you want to buy a lens. If you even want more zoom, Sigma do teleconverters for these, so you can get the 1.4 or the 2.0, which then increases your zoom length to beyond anything out there. So let's go and take some photos. I'll put them up next, and then you can see what settings I've used and the quality of the photos. So one thing I did notice while out taking some photos with this today was that I was getting a lot of back focus from about 300mm to 600mm. However, from 150 to 300 it seemed okay, but Sigma have produced a USB docking station for this, so you can fine tune it. Now, I already bought this with the lens because I did check it out a bit before I actually bought it. So what I'm going to do is, in my next video, I'll put a link above now, you can then go and have a look and see how I fine-tuned it and how I got the back focus down, not using the camera micro adjustments, but by using the USB docking station. Now, I really can't fault this lens. Even with the back focusing, I've managed to sort that out pretty quick. And for the value, it is fantastic lens. It really is a great lens. Now, where else can you get a lens this great at that price that can take the sharp photos that I've taken today? This is why the bigger brands are a bit worried about Sigma and the way that they're going forward with their lenses. So would I definitely recommend this? Yes. If you're looking for a super telephoto lens, buy it. If you want something a bit extra, buy the teleconverters. But don't forget, buy that USB dock, and I'll show you next how to actually fine tune this lens to make it a perfect lens. So thanks for watching. I hope this guide's helped you out, and I'll see you soon. My name is Bond, James Bond.